Okay, we are live streaming. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good
Uh,
morning, good morning, everybody.
those questions which are already asked to us. Anonymous person has asked, "Sir, I take a decision and then end up working fine, but because of the absence of mind of some people, I get angry or frustrated. How should I help myself in such a situation?" Means he is getting upset, angry, or frustrated because of some other person's behavior.
Uh, so thing is that we teach a sense of proactive nature, the development of proactive nature. The first step towards it is the realization that you have direct control over only your thoughts and actions, and through them you can indirectly influence others. You cannot control others' actions. So to get frustrated because what others are doing is not a sensible thing to do. So you should focus on what you are doing. And when you get consistently annoyed at certain things, you should visualize that circumstance in which you had got annoyed, you had lost your temper, and then visualize yourself remaining calm in that situation, thinking and responding in a proactive manner, thinking rationally rather than emotionally and responding in an angry outburst and all that. And then you will find that when in through your visualization you can do that, you will find that in reality when you're confronted by such a situation, you will be able to remain calm and think rationally and act rationally. In this manner, you can improve this ability of yours. As it is, this is development of proactive nature, takes time and effort, but the realization itself is important that you cannot control what others are going to do. So you control what is in your hand. So if somebody is trying to upset you, you don't get upset. You remain calm and you do your things properly. Gradually, this will improve your nature and it will permeate to other facets of your life and other situations. Maybe at home you are getting annoyed, or school, college, or workplace. It will happen in other places also. So it is a good thing to develop and it will do you a lot of good. So please try that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Uh, then Sachin Hiremath has asked, "Sir, I work late at night due to my job, and then I do not get up early. I wake up late. Is What should I do? Is this a bad habit?"
No, I would not say it is a bad habit because if your nature of work is such that you have to work late night, then you got to get your quota of sleep of at least 7, 8 hours. Now, I would not know till what time you're working. So after that, you need to sleep that much. So it's not bad habit. Because if you sleep, let's say, no 3, 4 hours and you get up, then you will be sleep deprived. Your health will get adversely affected. You will get irritable. Your memory will get affected. So it will have long-term, harmful ramifications. So it should not go in for that. See, we have to have a balanced life. If your work life is such that you got to work 8, 9 hours at odd times in the night, then you will have perforce have to rest during the day or maybe sleep till late in the morning. That's the necessity. What we have to see is that we need 7, 8 hours of sleep, and thereafter we are in a position to do, apart from our office work of say 7, 8 hours, we are able to put in about say 3 to 4 hours of active effort elsewhere towards self-development, towards our reading, studies, or whatever. So if you are doing that, then you are not on the wrong track. Please do not feel guilty because work has to be given priority because that's your employer is paying you to do that work and you've voluntarily taken it up. You must do that job sincerely and thereafter get your rest and build your abilities in the time that I have told you. So if you are doing that, then nothing wrong. It's not a bad habit. This is what my answer to your problem is. Fine. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Uh, Sir, Mahmuda Hussain Shimu has asked, Sir, what do you mean by officer-like qualities?
Officer-like qualities, if you go to any website or even Google, if you search, you will straight away get the 15 officer-like qualities. And you can get their precise definitions. And that is what it is. So overall, it's quite holistic. It has to do with your mental abilities, your physical abilities, your social abilities, your determination, all the qualities. If you just read them, you will be able to get an idea as to what all these qualities are. And to know good details, you can search on Google to know their definition as such. And if you want to know the connotation as far as defense aspirants are concerned, then it would make sense to read my blog on the subject given on our website, as also in our book, The Practical Guide to Become an Officer. So any of these sources you can go to and read about these things and get your clarity as to what all is implied by the officer-like quality. Fine. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, Jay Badri Narayan Panda has asked, if you are simply graduate and after doing a graduation, if you are doing tuitions, preparing for CDS and CAPF, will this affect personal interview? And what should I do? Taking tuitions along with this CDS and CAPF preparation.
Well, for most simple graduates, BA or BSc, generally to get jobs in the corporate world is not very easy. If you are a BTech or a BCom, then it is easier. So I presume you are a BA or BSc, and the job opportunities for you are very limited, and you are unable to get a decent job. Then teaching, students in some coaching setup or on your own is often the only realistic alternative available to you. So there is nothing wrong in doing that. However, so don't get hassled कि interview में क्या होगा करके. It is holistic. Interview is just that interviewing officer would be asking you. GTO doesn't ask such things. He sees group behavior and psychologist doesn't talk to you at all. So the interviewing officer clarifies this issue. So don't get overly worried as to what impression you will create on him. You just state the truth. Broadly speaking, I would suggest to all defense aspirants or even others who have just done BA or BSc, either they quickly get into some job by clearing these competitive examinations, or else they should develop some skills which would render them suitable to work in the corporate world, often it would make sense to go in for a master's degree in whichever field you feel you have good alternative career options. Do that so that then your career prospects would be good, and you will be building up for the SSB also. Your knowledge base and all would improve. And even while you are doing that, you can still continue to take classes for students. That is a tuition you can be teaching to kids. That will still be good because it will give you some financial independence. Teaching improves your knowledge, it improves your ability to communicate and explain things to students, and also enhances your confidence. So you should do that. It's a good idea. So don't get overly worried about negative impact to the interviewing officer. There's no such problem. Just explain your situation, and there's nothing wrong in what you are doing. It's pretty fine. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, Siddharth Mishra has asked, does defense background play an important role?
Defense background does not play an important role. See, thing is, if a, a boy or girl has grown up in the defense environment, then he or she is well aware of the lifestyle and so many other things about the defense services, which a person from a civilian background will not know. So, to that extent, even the aspirant who's coming from a defense background, he or she understands what the job would need and is mentally better prepared. Otherwise, see, we as in the selection system are assessing a candidate if he or she can be trained to become an officer. And okay, I'll take my own example. I had friends, one of my friends, and all of them joined later on services through OTA. Yeah, OT short service they joined. One joined through Naval Academy, and they were from their parents were from the defense services, and I was from an absolute lawyer's background. But compared to them, they could not clear the NDA written examinations. I was a little better than them in academics, so I cleared the NDA written examination easily. And SSB also found me okay, so मैं select हो गया. So I mean, मेरा तो नहीं था defense background. They also got selected, but they got selected later because I mean, academic ability wise, they were slightly lower. And ये नहीं बोल सकते कि अच्छा बुरा कुछ comparison भी करोगे because they became senior to me in the service rank wise. I only became a colonel. There's one friend of mine, he became a commodore, other became a brigadier. And I was speaking to the General Moore. He did not make it to NDA. He became a general. So it depends on when a person starts off and get on with things. Defense background का बस थोड़ा आपको knowledge, experience है, जानकारी है. It is not going to alter your officer-like qualities or your selection criteria in a very serious manner. So chances सबका है बराबर यार. That's why it's a fair and good system. So we select a person coming from any background so long as he has the basic essential qualities required. That's what. Thank you.
With a different question, Siddharth Aman is asking, sir, are SSBs for righteousness in services?
SSB is for
righteousness.
अच्छा, एथिक्स के बारे में देखो यार, ऐसा है, we people in the defense services are pretty, I would not use the word pragmatic, we are quite practical. We understand the society well. We understand the need of the services also well. That is why experienced people are posted in the selection system who have seen lives, and through our children and families, we are connected with the civil world also. So we are reasonably aware कि सोसाइटी में कैसे लोग मिल रहे हैं. After all, सिलेक्शन सिस्टम में कितने लोग आते रहते हैं, उनके थ्रू we get to know, get a good idea. तो उस बेसिस पर हम सेलेक्ट करते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि जो एसएसबी क्लियर कर लिया उसका इंटेग्रिटी लेवल जो है वो ऐसा है कि वो अनबेंडिंग है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. So he is very much like an average kind of guy in the society you may come across. Why you will find that officers tend to stand out is because एक तो थोड़ा यूनिफॉर्म है और थोड़ा बहुत ट्रेनिंग करके जो है some amount of the manner in which a person conducts himself, the way a person looks, is groomed and all that. So, appearances and conduct both give a fairly positive, create a fairly positive image. That is what it is. Otherwise, having served in the services for approximately 29 years, I know that, we are not very great shake different from the people, we come across on the city street. I would invite Yogita to also comment now that she has been working with me for over 1 year. कौन सा ऐसा डिफरेंस है हम लोगों में, मेरे में, या कोई जो नहीं है फौज वाले से, योगिता? हाँ, व्हाट आर योर कमेंट्स, योगिता?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ मुझे डिफरेंस नहीं लगा. आफ्टर पीपल गेट रिकमेंडेड इतना बड़ी चीज नहीं लगती कि उनमें कुछ डिफरेंट है. मे बी दे हैव डन राइट थिंग एट द राइट प्लेस एंड दे गॉट रिकमेंडेड. देयर इज नथिंग लाइक मॉरल एनीवेयर. If morally someone is wrong or morally someone is right.
Correct. ऐसा कुछ खास नहीं है. Absolutely ordinary people are there. You can find so many people in the CV street, maybe having much stronger ethical values than you may find with persons in the defense services. But I feel good that this point has come up because it does give an indication that the image as far as ethical values, integrity and all are concerned in respect of defense service officers is pretty high in the society. And that's a good thing. We need that. And the aspirants should try and build up these abilities. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि डिफेंस सर्विसेज उनमें ये खास इनकलकेट करेंगी. अपना अपना इनहेरेंट नेचर है, उसको रख के ही चलना पड़ेगा. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Anonymous person has asked, sir, I am reading many books, Alchemist, Paramveer Chakra stories, Hero. I also read newspapers daily, but I find no improvement in fluency in English.
That is something which is not just hard to believe, it is actually incredible. I will not believe it only. Because when, to improve your ability in a language, what can a person do? He can read more, he can speak more, and he can write more. So you are doing the reading part. So maybe you can focus a little more on the conversing part and the writing part. And the ability will definitely improve. But to say that by reading a good amount of literature and reading nice, well-written stuff has made no improvement at all in your language is something which is, I don't think it is a correct statement. Yogita, I'll invite you also to render your comments because you have been our specialist as far as English guidance is concerned to our students. What do you have to say about it?
Sir, what we do in our English sessions is we read out and comprehend what is written and understand the passage. That is also important. He must be just plain reading. If there is a word, find that the meaning, the pronunciation of the word, find how the word is pronounced, and then use it in your sentences daily so that you remember the word. Then grammar correction here and there, filling the blanks, keep on solving those. Then have a lecture session with yourself. And if still you face issues, join our academy. We will keep improving week by week the English part.
हाँ चलो ज्वाइन तो कर ले, वो तो ठीक है, पर नहीं भी अगर करते हैं भाई ये चीजें करेंगे तो इम्प्रूवमेंट तो होगा ही। कोई ऐसा कोई हिडन कोई फॉर्मूला थोड़ी है इसके लिए। एंड व्हाट दिस पर्सन इज डूइंग इज ऑन द राइट लाइंस।
Yes, sir.
या ओके, थैंक यू। That's it?
Yes, sir. No, we do have a minute. I'll take one last question, sir. Aditya Patil has asked, sir, how to answer questions when interviewing officer asks direct questions like give 5 international issues or give 5 sports-related current affairs. Name 5. So maybe that he is talking about the fact that he cannot recollect on the spot 5 in one go.
You see, you give a cool thought, don't start replying immediately and don't feel under any kind of pressure. Just think, now what will come to your mind? First thing will come to mind is the Russia-Ukraine conflict. You say कि ये हो रहा है, उसके बारे में कुछ पूछता है तो बता दो। फिर ये बताओ कि हाँ भाई कैसे तुमने मारा है, वर्ल्ड इज हेडिंग टुवर्ड्स अ रिसेशन। ठीक है ना, कैसे अभी जो है स्पोर्ट्स का ये वर्ल्ड कप चल रहा है। So like this, the major things which are happening in the world, you just start visualizing the globe in your mind and start answering कि हाँ यूके का प्राइम मिनिस्टर चेंज हो गया है, क्यों चेंज हो गया है, सुनक क्यों बन गया है। Maybe then you are asked probing questions, then you can answer those. ठीक है ना, ऑयल का जो है प्राइसेस हाई है, ओपेक ने प्रोडक्शन कम कर दिया है, क्यों कर दिया है, you can ask reasons. एक न्यूक्लियर वॉर का थ्रेट कर दिया है पुतिन ने, क्यों कर दिया है, हो सकता है नहीं हो सकता, रैमिफिकेशंस क्या होंगे, सारे लोग न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब बनाने की तरफ जाने लगेंगे। ठीक है ना, वर्ल्ड ज्यादा उसमें शार्प लाइंस में डिवाइड हो गया, यूएस लेड ब्लॉक हो गया, फिर रशिया चाइना ईरान ब्लॉक हो गया। तो like that just start thinking and reply। ऐसे ही इंटरनेशनल वो मैंने बात किया, ऐसे ही नेशनल का सोचो, उसकी बात करो। गुजरात में इलेक्शन होने वाला है, केजरीवाल ने बोल दिया लक्ष्मी गणेश का फोटो करेंसी में डाल देना चाहिए। के ये हिंदू देवी देवताओं का रिलीजन को तगड़ा पॉलिटिक्स में घुसाया जा रहा है, बोला मैं क्यों पीछे रहूं, नहीं तो मुझे एंटी हिंदू डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं ऑल दैट। तो ये सब कुछ है, तो इधर की बातें कर दो, कैसे हमारा भी इन्फ्लेशन से अफेक्टेड है। तो जस्ट थिंक ऑफ दोस थिंग्स एंड आंसर। कौन सी ऐसी बड़ी बात है, इज इट अ बिग डील? योगिता, कुछ ऐसी बड़ी बात है इसमें?
The way you said that we have to imagine a globe, then take one by one.
हाँ देख लो ग्लोब को विजुलाइज करो, दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड डू। ऐसे इंडिया का नक्शा विजुलाइज करो क्या हो रहा है।
वेरी गुड पॉइंट।
कन्याकुमारी से कश्मीर के लिए राहुल गांधी वॉक कर रहे हैं, तो उधर देखो क्या हुआ, एमपी का ध्यान आया बीच में, एमपी में उन्होंने हिंदी घुसा दिया, मेडिसिन हिंदी में पढ़ाएंगे। ऑल दीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज आइटम। तो आई मीन आई वुड डू दैट, में नक्शा दिमाग में लाऊंगा तो ध्यान लगेगा भाई कहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है।
यस सर।
पढ़ते तो है न्यूज हम सुनते रहते हैं, जो अपर मोस्ट आपके है वो, जो अपर मोस्ट दिमाग में होगा वो सुन भी नहीं आ भी रहा होगा ना, इट वुड बी इन द पब्लिक डोमेन में बातचीत चल रही होगी। अब सडनली वो बोल दिया यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड की बात आ गई। अब क्यों आ गई? भाई इलेक्शन जीतना है तो कुछ ना कुछ पोलराइजेशन करना है, क्योंकि काम तो किया नहीं है कुछ। तो यही चीजें होती है, और क्या होता है। या
Okay, sir. Fine, we'll meet next time. For specific queries, please write to us at nofrillsacademy@gmail.com.
ओके, थैंक यू, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।